Joel Embiid is a Cameroonian professional basketball player for the Philadelphia 76ers of the National Basketball Association, who's managed to get a hold of not one, but two citizenships. The man is now a French and American national. The 28-year-old basketball player joked that the announcers would have a mouthful trying to introduce him as Cameroonian, American, and French. In today's video, we're going to talk about how Embiid thinks it's a blessing to be an American. First things first, what made Embiid want an American citizenship? The NBA scoring champion and Philadelphia 76ers All-Star center said that his family played a pivotal role in his decision. Embiid told the Associated Press at Sixers training camp at the Citadel that he's been here for a long time, and since his son was American, he felt like it was a blessing to also have the same nationality. Now that Embiid has dual nationality, who will he play for? Joel Embiid has a choice between the red, white, and blue of the United States and the blue, white, red of France. The obvious question is which country Embiid could potentially represent in international basketball. His decision could cost him an Olympic medal. Despite the fact that Embiid recently became an American citizen, France remains hopeful that he'll choose to wear its colors at the 2024 Paris Olympics. According to national team coach Vincent Collet, Embiid, the Philadelphia 76ers star, can play for the United States or France, but not both. It was widely assumed that Embiid would represent France at the Paris Games and possibly the Basketball World Cup in the Philippines next year, until he revealed that he now has American citizenship as well. Collet told the Associated Press that now Embiid has both nationalities and has to choose one basketball nationality, which isn't really the same. He added that it was his choice to make, and nobody could do anything to change it. Embiid told the Associated Press last week that it's too early to make a decision. If he decides to play in the Olympics or World Cup, he must eventually declare his intention to FIBA, the sport's international governing body. Next up, here's what his basketball journey looked like. It's taken Embiid a long time to reach this day. He graduated from a Florida high school and played a season of college basketball at Kansas before being drafted 3rd overall by the 76ers in 2014. After missing his first 2 seasons due to injuries, Embiid has emerged as the NBA's dominant force over the last 6 seasons. Embiid, once the poster child for load management, set career highs in games, 68, and minutes, 33.8 average, this season, becoming the first international player to win an NBA scoring title with 30.6 points per game. He is a 5-time All-Star who finished second in MVP voting to the Denver Nuggets' Nikola Jokic 2 seasons ago. The 28-year-old became the face of the 76ers' rebuilding effort, dubbed The Process. He welcomed the nickname and is now known as Joel "The Process" Embiid before every home game. He was also introduced as playing out of Kansas until mid-season last year, when he switched to Cameroon. This season, Embiid's triple threat nationality may give PA announcer Matt Cord a mouthful. Moving on, the 76ers star seems to be faring alright despite his injuries. Embiid, Harden, Tyrese Maxey, Tobias Harris, and PJ Tucker could form the Sixers' most potent lineup since 2019, and they have a legitimate shot at winning the NBA title. Coach Doc Rivers, in his 3rd season, understands that the scoring load isn't distributed democratically. It starts with Embiid. Even he has room to improve. Rivers said that Embiid just keeps getting better at being a teammate and making everybody else better. Giving room for James, Tyrese, and Tobias to dominate was the next step to having a great game. Embiid averaged 11.7 rebounds and 4.2 assists per game during the regular season. Despite playing with an orbital fracture, the 28-year-old averaged 23.6 points and 10.7 rebounds in the postseason, helping the 76ers reach the Eastern Conference semifinals for the 2nd consecutive year. He underwent off-season surgery to repair a torn ligament in his right thumb, sustained during the playoffs, as well as surgery to repair an injury to his left index finger. Embiid stated that his thumb still isn't the same. Embiid said that he couldn't control freak accidents, but he still needed to keep on going. Finally, let's talk about how far Joel Embiid has come since the start of his career. With a focus on durability, Embiid spent the summer with trainer Drew Hanlon, an unaffiliated NBA guru for many stars, watching countless hours of film and working on techniques that could help him improve his weaknesses. Embiid was known for drinking Shirley Temples early in his career, but he has worked with sports dietitians to develop healthier eating habits and streamline his workouts to keep him fresh for the 82-game NBA grind. And according to Hanlon, Embiid's sleep sleeping habits have improved. Embiid works hard when he's awake. Hanlon said that they know how teams can't guard Embiid one-on-one anymore. They have to send multiple defenders, and they have to send them fast. He explained that that was the biggest priority, expanding Embiid's game to counter that. Hanlon and Embiid have studied footage from former NBA stars such as Kobe Bryant, Hakeem Olajuwon, and Dirk Nowitzki. When Embiid expressed a desire to study more NBA legends during the playoffs, Hanlon laughed, recalling that there was nothing more he could give his prized pupil. Embiid kept a folder on his computer with every field goal made by Nowitzki and others, but there were plenty of questions about the Cameroonian pro basketball player's postseason performance. Embiid wants it all now, though: the ring, the parade, the MVP award, and defensive honors. Sixers fans will be able to enjoy him for many years to come. Embiid's 4-year, $196 million contract extension begins next season and runs through 2026 to 27. Now, on to other news. First up, LeBron James told the NBA commissioner he wants a team in Las Vegas. LeBron James saved his biggest play for the postseason news conference Wednesday night after wowing the crowd at T-Mobile Arena by scoring 23 points in 17 minutes in the Los Angeles Lakers' preseason loss to the Phoenix Suns. When asked about the NBA hosting the exhibition game in Las Vegas, James used the opportunity to make a personal plea to Commissioner Adam Silver, claiming first dibs on ownership of the team if the league ever expands to Sin City. James said, alluding to the Milwaukee Bucks and Atlanta Hawks preseason trip to the United Arab Emirates that Silver is attending, that he would love to bring a team there at some point. He added that he knows Adam is in Abu Dhabi right now. This wasn't James's first time expressing interest in owning a team in Las Vegas, but it was certainly his most direct declaration. Next up, Draymond Green, Jordan Poole in altercation at Warriors practice. After an altercation with Warriors teammate Jordan Poole during practice on Wednesday, Draymond Green is reportedly facing internal discipline. Shams Charania and Anthony Slater of The Athletic reported that there was a heated interaction in which Green forcefully struck Poole before the two needed to be quickly separated. The Warriors immediately halted practice following the incident, and Green may face internal discipline, according to The Athletic. Green and Poole have been involved in a number of incidents, including one on Wednesday. Previously, Green was involved in a verbal altercation with Poole on the Warriors bench during a November 10th game against the Minnesota Timberwolves, before the two eventually worked it out after the game. Cron TV's Jason Dumas reported seeing Poole seemingly in good spirits while getting up shots and laughing with teammates Patrick Baldwin Jr. and Lester Quinones shortly after news of Wednesday's incident broke. It remains to be seen what internal discipline will be imposed, but the situation appears to be more serious than the bickerments described by Klay Thompson after the initial Poole-Green incident last season. Finally, NBA champ says Celtics' Ime Udoka scandal much worse behind the scenes. The only thing the public knows about Ime Udoka is that he had a consensual relationship with a female Boston Celtics staffer, which led to his year-long suspension. But according to a former NBA champion, what we know is only the tip of the iceberg. When the news of Udoka's suspension first broke, Matt Barnes defended him. Udoka has been in a relationship with actress Nia Long since 2010, but Barnes claims that he discovered that the situation was 100 times worse than any of them had imagined. He said in an Instagram post last week that some things happened which he couldn't condone, but it wasn't his place to tell people what happened. Barnes appeared on Vlad TV Wednesday and doubled down on his sentiments. He even suggested Udoka's career could be in jeopardy if the whole story came out. The American pro basketball player explained that it wasn't about what he did, but about who he did it with that was really going to flip the game upside down. According to multiple reports, Udoka had an affair with a staffer who handled travel logistics for the team, while also making unwanted comments toward a woman with whom he had an affair. In his first season as head coach, Udoka led the Boston Celtics to the NBA Finals. His suspension was announced on September 23rd. That's a wrap for this video. Which side do you think Joel Embiid is going to pick now that he's managed to get American and French citizenship? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.